I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're staying safe at home. But today I want to talk about, we've spoken about arthritis before, and I want to talk about, three things that we've been doing for our patients around the globe, especially at this time when the weather's changing and it tends to get colder and colder. Arthritic pains tend to get worse and worse. That's why a lot of people dread the onset of winter, because if they have arthritis, the pains tends to get more and more. So what I'm sharing with you today, you need to understand that every individual is unique. It doesn't have to work for you. Number two, if you are already on medication, you may want to check with your doctors. I am sharing with you something that has worked for thousands of our patients across the world, and it may just help you, getting some amount of relief from that pain. When it comes to arthritis, you got to remember everything I'm giving. You have to address the root cause of your arthritis. As you know, that is an autoimmune condition. Something is triggering your immune system to behave erratically and attack your joints and cause the pain and everything else. So whether it's your diet, whether it's gluten, cutting out dairy, cutting out sugar, making sure your gut is clean, there are so many things. We've done that in a whole separate video on how to diagnose the root cause of your arthritis and help you to possibly recover from that. So number one, okay, again, always check with your doctor or your medical professionals before you start anything new is the standard disclaimer I have to give you. But what I'm giving you really has no side effect and harm. It's something that civilizations have used for thousands and thousands of years. So number one, we will post it in the thread as well. You would have heard of something called Triphala Powder. I've even done a whole video backed by science on Triphala Powder. Here's the concoction. You need to take half a teaspoon of Triphala Powder, okay, half a teaspoon of pure ghee. I would recommend A2 pure ghee. That's the ghee cow. A2 pure ghee is available in many countries across the world and extensively in India. Okay, and you need to have honey is processed, or even if it's an organic, it's not going to work like a medicine. It has to be raw honey. So this is what you do. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you do is consume this concoction, because I don't want anything getting into your system for the next 30 minutes, preferably an hour, because you want this concoction to reach your gut as quickly as possible. So take a small bowl, put half a teaspoon of Triphala powder, half a teaspoon of Triphala powder, half a teaspoon of pure ghee, and 1 teaspoon of raw honey. And mix it, make it into a paste, and have a teaspoon of it. It's as simple as that. And you repeat the same thing just before bedtime, preferably 2 hours after your dinner, once your digestion is almost completed, so it can reach your gut straight away. You want to do this through the winter season. Okay, you're going to notice a decrease in pain. How? Why? Because Luke said no, because it's backed by science. One of the most powerful powerful benefits of Triphala is anti-inflammation. Inflammation causes pain. Arthritis is an inflammatory condition that causes pain. And this has been used for thousands and thousands of years. It's time that we start using this. You can keep taking steroids and immunosuppressants. I don't have a problem with that, but that's never going to solve your problem completely. At some point, you have to address the root cause of the problem. So I'm going to repeat that again. Half a teaspoon of Triphala powder, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, and half a teaspoon of pure ghee. Now, a lot of people don't like the taste of Triphala powder because it is really bitter. So in case you don't like that, you can even take a capsule of Triphala. But I really want you to go through that bitterness and have it, because the honey kind of sweetens it. So if you can avoid the capsule, just do a half a teaspoon of Triphala powder, half a teaspoon of pure ghee, and 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Mix it together and have that concoction once in the morning as early as possible, and then once just before bedtime. Okay, let's say you don't like that concoction. You can move to the second one, which is also working really well. I did a whole video on Tulsi, the power of Tulsi. Today, scientifically backed for its anti-inflammatory conditions, and especially in relieving arthritic pain. So you can get Tulsi in the whole leaf form, or you get it even in extracts. So following the dosage, you can take 3 to 5 drops of Tulsi extract in your water and drink it. That's not a problem. Again, you do it once in the morning on an empty stomach, and once in the night just before going to bed, if you don't like the Triphala. Okay, the Triphala by far is the most powerful thing. Okay, don't do both. By doing both is excess. More doesn't mean more results. Less is more. So remember that. Now you can have Tulsi in the form of tea. You can have Tulsi growing in your garden. You can chew on the leaves. I prefer to get the Tulsi extract, because it's very, very easy for you to add it to your warm water in the morning and add it to your warm water just before you go to bed. So these are 2 things that you can ingest. Let's say you're not doing any of these. When the pain comes up, okay, make sure through the winter season you have nutmeg essential oil. So get a nutmeg essential oil, a good brand. In a small bowl, you want to put 5 to 6 drops of nutmeg essential oil, okay? And you want to put about 5 to 6 drops of either pure coconut oil or sesame oil. I prefer that you do all three of them. Okay, so 5 to 6 drops of pure nutmeg oil, and the 2 carrier oils that you will mix is maybe 5 to 6 of coconut and 5 to 6 of sesame oil. Mix that all together with your fingers. Always do a patch test first on a small part of your skin to see that you don't have an allergic reaction. If you don't have a reaction, great. And apply it on the areas where you have pain. This works like magic. I think if I have to put a number to it, we have tens of thousands of people from across the world who have tried this and said, Luke, our pain is so much better. This is not curing you. The cure is always from inside. You got to look at your gut. You got to look at triggers of anxiety, stress, drugs that you're on, and all of that stuff. This is not your cure. This is to help you feel better. This is to help you feel better. Okay, and both that I spoke about, Tulsi, especially the Triphala. The Triphala is not just going to help you with the arthritic pain. It's going to look after your gut. It's going to look after your skin. There are tons of things that it's going to do for you. So this is something that even if you don't have arthritic pain, this is something that you can do. So try it. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But again, this is not your magic pill. You still got to make sure the nutrition getting into your system suits you. You still got to make sure that you're exercising and you don't have a sedentary lifestyle. You still got to make sure that you're sleeping, quality sleep every night. And the biggest thing, you still got to make sure that you're taking care of your stress levels. Because anxiety and negative emotions are the first trigger to anyone's immune system to cause an autoimmune condition that can possibly attack you. And then we have genes and hereditary. Those are all things that may exist, but you don't have an excuse to take care of your lifestyle and do the right things. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.